And now, for an amazing true story. From the book of Genesis, chapter 3, verses 1 through 13, and 23 through 24.
When God created the world, He placed Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, and He gave them everything to enjoy and take care of. Even the rivers?
And the sunsets?
And all of the good things to eat?
You can eat the fruit of any tree that is in the garden, but you must not eat the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil.
Oh, you mean that tree right there in the middle?
The one with those shiny fruits the size of coconuts?
If you eat that fruit, you can be sure that you will die.
Adam and Eve were a little startled. Oh, seems a bit harsh.
Well, it's not like we don't have plenty of other trees to pick from, honey.
Eve was right. I mean, they had an entire world to discover.
Adam, look at this thing waddling around. It's so odd.
Yeah, I call it, a duck.
And these lacy green things. Maybe I'll make a bouquet.
Eve gave the stalks a good tug.
Oh my, orange roots.
Maybe it's good to eat. Interesting flavor. Crunchy and sort of...
Carroty?
That's it. Here, try this. It's kind of mushy.
Banana. I think I'll make a smoothie.
I'll be just over there taking a ride on the, elephant. As Eve whipped up a light lunch, she heard something creeping through the leafy vines near her.
Greetings, Eve.
Oh.
Eve nearly jumped out of her skin. A bright green serpent curled its way up the tree beside her.
I didn't know any of the animals could talk.
Now, it's quite possible that this was not a real snake, but the devil himself. He would never tell that to Eve, though.
Did God really say you can't eat any of the fruit in this garden?
No, it's all ours. We could eat anything. Oh, except the fruit of that tree over there in the middle.
Eve couldn't help staring at the tree. The fruit seemed brighter and juicier than ever.
If we even touch it, we'll die.
Say it ain't so.
The serpent's tongue flicked in and out. It hissed with glee.
You can be sure you won't die. God knows if you eat that fruit, you'll know new things. You'll know good from evil.
Eve's eyes grew wider and rounder.
Surely you know you'll be like God.
And with a flick of its tail and a final hiss, the serpent was gone. But its words seemed to burn themselves into Eve's brain. The beautiful tree in the center of the garden seemed to draw her toward it.
Surely, surely one tiny bite couldn't hurt. I mean, God wouldn't have made that tree if He really didn't want us to eat the fruit.
Holding her breath, she reached out and touched the very tip of the fruit with her finger. Nothing happened.
Ha! I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with it.
So Eve plucked the shiny fruit and took a bite. It was the most amazing thing she had ever tasted. She ran across the garden to find her husband.
Adam!
He slid down the elephant's trunk. Wait, isn't that fruit from the tree in the middle of the garden?
It's fine. Nothing bad happened. You've got to try it.
But God said... Okay. Here, let me have it. So Adam took a bite too. And after that, they forgot all about the lunch that Eve was making and gorged themselves on the fruit from the tree of knowledge.
Ooh, I don't think I'll need any dinner.
Adam, I just noticed something.
What?
We're not wearing anything.
Adam's face grew bright red with embarrassment. Oh no! Can't you sew something? So Eve stitched together fig leaves for them to wear. But even though they had clothes now, deep down they still knew that something wasn't right. They had disobeyed God, and had taken something that wasn't theirs. Soon, they heard God walking in the garden.
Adam and Eve?
Adam and Eve were so ashamed, they ducked into the bushes to hide.
Where are you?
I was afraid. I wasn't wearing anything, so I hid.
Who said you needed clothes? Have you eaten the fruit from the tree I commanded you not to eat?
It was the woman you put here with me. She gave me the fruit and made me eat it.
Adam couldn't meet Eve's eyes as she glared at him.
Eve, what have you done?
The serpent tricked me. That's why I ate the fruit.
But God knew the truth, that Adam and Eve were just making excuses for taking something that wasn't theirs.
It's not a big deal. Right?
But it was a big deal. Adam and Eve let what they wanted get them into trouble. So God sent them away from the Garden of Eden, and He placed an angel to guard the gate. And for the rest of their lives, Adam and Eve had to work really hard for the food and beautiful things that they once had so easily in the garden.